Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another of my live streams with Roger Hanson. Today is again my topic of gaming, and it's a special day for me because I've been wanting to do this interview for quite a while. Today we have a guest here. His name is Rapid Glitch. I can tell you about his channel and everything, but instead of me doing it, I'm here to introduce you, and I'd like to say hi to Karma Love for showing up, and I'd like to hand it over to Rapid Glitch to introduce himself and kind of give a little bit of a background story about his channel and stuff like that, what he's doing. So with that, I'm gonna hand it over to you, Rapid.
And hi, everyone.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, Rapid.
Hello. Okay, so I'm Rapid Glitch. I am part of Team Retro over on Nostalgia Gaming Retro. You can find us on YouTube, and primarily we do retro games. Anything that can be considered retro these days, 20 years or more. Genuinely stuff I grew up playing, and occasionally challenges and things as well. So yeah, just a lot of fun things. Sorry,
on your Discord channel, what's the name of your Discord channel?
The Discord channel is Nostalgia Gaming Retro as well.
Okay.
But we haven't yet kind of opened it up to the public, but hopefully we'll get to that in the next few weeks.
Okay. Now, on your challenges, could you, well, actually, let's hold off on that because I'd like to ask you more personal questions concerning your game interests and stuff like that. Okay, that's pretty cool too. So,
Okay.
Well, Karma, I've already introduced you to Rapid. And,
Yes.
Is there anything you want to ask him from the get-go?
Currently, right now, I thought we were just going to do a little brief. Okay, so I do. Okay, so what are your favorite games to play? What is your streaming technique like? Where do you stream at? Where are you? And he says retro games. So what specifically? He said he just finished a Pokemon challenge with you. And so can you tell us a little bit about the challenge? How often do you do your challenges? I have a lot of questions. You know, I'm not the right person. You know, I'm not the right person to ask this question. But yeah, what are your challenges like? So let's just start there. Like, what are your challenges like? How often do you do them, and what do they consist of? Yeah.
Okay.
So the challenge thing, it kind of started a couple of years ago. It was actually an idea from one of our prior members. He wanted to do like a 12 days of Christmas type deal, and every day was like a challenge. And it was just basically random stuff at the time. And then I took that idea and I applied it to a Christmas calendar. So we kind of made it like a Christmas thing every year. And then it just kind of grew from there. Like you mentioned with Pokemon. Pokemon Nuzlocke is already a thing. We just kind of wanted to add more to it. So we created like a points-based system.
And how does that work, if you don't mind?
So basically, for the most part, you have the same rules as you would find in a normal Nuzlocke. Like if a Pokemon faints, rather than, it will still be counted as dead technically, but we will also minus points as we go through the game. So I think the best way to describe it is like a game of darts, where you start off with a high number. In this case, it'd be 151. The same as like a Pokedex from the first generation. So depending on different things that happen through the game, whether it be forgetting to name a Pokemon or losing a Pokemon, different points will be deducted throughout, and it's the player's goal to not hit 0 and finish the game. I'm sure Infamous can tell you it's It's a lot harder than it sounds, but
I was the last guinea pig.
yeah.
Yeah, he said he just finished the challenge. Not just, but he said he finished your challenge already. So with regards to that, what other type of challenges? Like you said, the Christmas time one. Now, what game are you playing when you do the Christmas challenge? Is it Pokemon?
That is actually pretty cool. If you want to be a part of that challenge, frickin' you can be a part of that challenge. It's up to you, but you'd have to talk it over with Rapid about it, because aren't you doing that with specifically Team Retro, or are you opening that up? That's a good question, because I didn't know we had that conversation.
Yeah, last year we did like an advent calendar, so there was 24 different games. Behind each door was a different one, and it was basically a mashup of an idea, because when we did the first season back in 2020, it was just like a Christmas calendar, pretty much in the same layout, but it wasn't challenges. It was like Christmas memories, games that we grew up playing. And then, as I mentioned earlier on, one of the previous members that we had came up with the 12 Days of Christmas challenges, and we kind of merged the two together to create the Christmas calendar challenge.
So there's different games every day? There's different games and different goals every day?
Yeah.
Oh, neato.
So the way it worked last year was, because I was the one solely creating the challenges, I couldn't pick for myself. I think we had six different players, so I was left with the last four. And Infamous, I think we had some trouble with yours, but we kind of worked around it. Pokemon specifically, I remember.
Well, yeah, I think it was Pokemon that was the rough one. But we ended up figuring out the best thing to do is go to Bill's Laboratory. I believe it was.
Yeah.
I had to make it to Bill's Laboratory. And I had to do it within an hour and a half, and I still failed it. I think I only passed like 2 or 3. No, 1, maybe.
Roger, can you show us? Or Infamous, I apologize. But, like, can you show us? Like, is there a way for we can see, like, your screen share? Can we?
We've got them posted. I mean, Rapid's got them all in his library, and I can share his
yeah, the playlist for the challenges, I think, is under season 3. But yeah, I think we haven't quite set another calendar yet, but we would like to have a lot of input from viewers and maybe have some submissions for ideas for challenges to give us, rather than like that being set for the team.
Can you put your handle in this chat so that way I can add you to my YouTube? I have Roger now, but y'all call him Infamous, but I'm just used to calling him Roger. But I like Infamous better.
Roger, yeah.
Are you familiar? Are you familiar with using Jitsi and stuff?
No, this is the first time.
So I can pull up your YouTube and stuff and get the playlist and put the link in for you, okay?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Alright, and then you don't have to worry about doing all that. All I have to do is post the link in the chat and on the side, and it'll come through.
Okay.
So what are you doing right now? Like, as far as gaming, are you just doing pretty much free play, or are you in the middle of any type of challenges or competitions that you're doing with other people right now?
Right. Well, I've recently come back from a break. A good few weeks I've taken off, so I'm kind of behind on stuff I wanted to do. I'm wanting to kind of finish off my Legend of Zelda Minish Cap playthrough in time for Zelda month, which is typically November. I'm also playing a Zelda randomizer with Roger and another member of the team as well. Hopefully we'll get back into that.
How large is your team?
The team right now I would say about 5, although that's debatable sometimes. It's,
Hit or miss.
some members go silent for a while, but
So they come and they go.
yeah.
We like to call it vacation. They're on vacation.
It's funny.
Okay, the
But-
link is in the side right there in the chat area.
I got it.
And all you gotta do is click on that and it'll show the Pokemon Nuzlocke. Now, is that the one you wanted or was there another one? The challenges is what you...
I wanted just to be able to follow him, and so that way, it'll tell me, right? Nostalgia, gaming, retro. So I can just subscribe to your page, or is this subscribing to the challenge only? Because I'd like to
It's
subscribe to
for
your page in
his
entirety.
His YouTube page. You can have that one. And,
Yeah, I can see it right here.
just click on
Nostalgia,
that.
gaming, retros, Pokemon. Yeah, I got it.
And I can share that too in the live chat room too to anybody who watches the stream, and I can put it on my profile. That way they can... I've been posting it for a while on the channel, or on my profile on mine, so you can find pretty much anything you want to concerning Rapid on my profile, just so you know. Like if there's anything
Okay.
that
And you know, I can
concerns-
ask you later.
if it concerns Pokemon and it's being posted on there, freaking trust me, he's the one that freaking forced me to do that shit.
Oh, don't lie, you love Pokemon now.
Yeah, you changed my attitude about it is what you did.
I was just about to say, he said that he was like, this is what got him into it. You got him into it, so you were like really responsible for that. He said he hadn't played in a while, and you started him back
No,
on
I've
it.
never-
I think
I've
it's
never-
neat.
I've never
I
played
thought you knew-
Pokemon.
Not even with your nephew?
No, I despise...
What?
Because of my nephews, I despise Pokemon. Okay.
Well,
No.
that was before.
Yeah, that was before.
Yeah.
That was before I actually sat down and played Pokemon Yellow, and it's a lot more interesting than what I thought it was. It really... I became aware of it. I'll put it to you that way.
I mean, you like it that much that you're coming back to do the next one with us as well, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
can I
doing-
say?
What is it, Gen 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, now, before we go any further with all that, there is one thing I do want you to go over because this is important, and it has to do with you in retro games, okay? And we've discussed this a little bit in the past, but I wanted you to say it on live stream. What pushes you to do specifically retro gaming rather than be like a lot of the other streamers that do like today's games and stuff like that? What pushes you to do that? You know what I mean?
There's multiple reasons. I would say, first and foremost, I'm poor. I can't afford to buy all the brand new games that's going all the time, so I'll just I'll just emulate a lot of stuff. But I mean, like, I don't find there are still some games today that I do enjoy, but I feel like with things like DLC and paid content stuff, you don't really get the full experience of a game anymore. So like, those games mean more to me because, you know, it was a complete version. You had the whole story, you didn't have to pay extra. So I enjoy going back to those and you know, getting the full experience out of them and sharing that with everyone else that might have you know, it might bring back memories for them, or they might have missed out. Like Pokemon, a lot of people that have spoke to me about the Pokemon Nuzlocke ask about Generation 3, which is one I missed out on, but for a lot of people that'll be their first Pokemon, and maybe they missed out on the first generation, second generation, so it's also nice for them to maybe go back and you know, see some of that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I've always I grew up playing most of these games since I was the age of 6 years old, and I guess I've felt tied to them in some way because, you know, I'm still playing them today. So
Well, with me, that's kind of what I was getting at too, because like you really love these games. You know what I mean? It's like, and I know people that get on YouTube other than you that do the retro games, but I mean, you really love them.
I think one of the things I love more is that because of very talented people now, creators and such, you can do more with older games. Like you can have Ocarina of Time online, you can have Super Mario 64 online, Pokemon Nuzlocke. There's different things you can do with games that keep you coming back, even if you've mastered them before, so that there's new, fresh ways to play them, and I find that exciting as well. So, yeah.
So computer gaming is your gaming way of preference. Is there any other, like, do you have consoles and do you do like PlayStations or Xboxes, or is it like strictly you're on live and you're streaming?
I do own an insane amount of consoles, mainly Xbox and Nintendo. But
really? I like Nintendo. I never really got into Xbox. The control is too hard for me to carry. I have a PS4, but the control is too hard for me to hold with the Xbox. It's so big.
Oh, really?
My issue. Yeah, that's what my issue is. Now, if the newer ones might be smaller, but like that's the reason that I've kind of stuck with PlayStation, because I started, my first console was a Nintendo, and then I got PlayStation, which you do not ask me how we transitioned from that to that. But then we ended up with like I did PlayStation 2, and then now, like I said, I have PlayStation 4. I skipped the 3, and then I had the 4. But I never, like I said, really liked the way the Xbox feels like it. But I used to play basketball a lot that was like my main game on Xbox, and I would always get confused with what buttons were which, and then I kind of like it stuck with me in PlayStation. But so when you stream, you do live streaming of your gameplay, right? Correct? How often do you do that?
Not as often as I'd like, to be honest. I tried to do Twitch this year, but I had a lot of problems with my Elgato, which resulted in me having to buy a new one. And after all that, I haven't had the time to stream. But I'm hoping to bring that back to the channel next year, because this year's more of an event-based thing. It's all kind of planned out beforehand and then recorded, where it's not just like sit down and play like I'd normally do, like rapid plays and whatnot. So that's something I'm going to try and bring out next year.
What games have you created, or have you created any games? I apologize, Roger, you asked me for questions.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually enjoying this, to be honest. So fire away. I haven't created any games as such. There are plans to do one based on our avatars, I guess, from the channel.
Yeah.
We haven't really looked into that.
No,
that'll be super neat.
Just so I can let you know, I don't know if you go on the Discord channel that we have set up for that, but I have been able to make the freaking sprites move. They can move left and right and everything now. So
right, okay.
So that is set up, and I posted some photos in there for like general ideas for backgrounds. It's not that specifically like the textures and the colors. You know what I mean? If you like any of that, let me know. But
okay, yeah, I'll look into it.
I'm still in on that. If you want to continue trying to do that, so
yeah, I mean, I'm all for that. Again, it's with certain. I won't name anyone specifically, but sometimes when you try to get hold of specific team members, they're never available. So when you think you've got something going, you're always kind of left wondering, like, okay, are we getting this done, or
yeah.
But it's a process.
But yeah, I'm down with all that if you want to continue that, and I understand what you're saying too, like especially with just videos and making the edits and everything. It's so time consuming, that being able to do two at the same time is really hard.
I mean, for the first 3 seasons, I basically edited up everything except one show, which was Sconey's 12 Days of Christmas, which Sconey himself put together. But yeah, since having yourself be a part of the editing process, it's been easier. You know yourself, like when we were working on Pokemon together, it's a huge help.
Yeah,
So
it's
thank you for that.
Hey, I appreciate you doing it, because that was actually the first time that I could collaborate with anybody, you know what I mean? And it was a freaking good experience in that aspect, because, I mean, people who do stuff like this just beg for an opportunity to work with other people. It's weird how that is, but I'm pretty sure you understand.
Oh yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I enjoy the whole working as a team aspect rather than doing something on my own as well. And it's a good way to kind of bond and get to know people better.
Yeah.
Share ideas and things, because you've got one. I don't know if I'm allowed to say too much about it, but you do have one in mind for me, Rapid Revenge, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
When I get the time to get down to that one.
Oh yeah. You want to explain?
Now, would you elaborate? Yeah, I was just great minds. I was just about to ask.
Tell them a little bit about Rapid Revenge.
Well, the thing is, you seem to know more about it than I do, because it's based on a game It's a game.
Yeah.
I've never played. I've never played any game in this series before.
Yeah.
I'm interested. I'm a little confused, but I'm trying to read through it and pick out bits.
No, I dumbed that
try and
down
understand
as
it.
much as I could. Yeah, okay.
But basically, I think the base idea for it is because of the challenges that I set everyone during the Christmas calendar of last year. This is Roger's way of getting back at me for the punishment I put him through. Technically,
Well, it's supposed to be for everybody.
yeah, it's supposed to be. That depends on whether or not everybody joins in.
Right.
But
Now,
yeah.
Okay, but like, what do you do? What are you doing? Like, you're playing these games? Is it competitive? Are you guys competing for a certain type of prize? And then what?
Well, first of all, Rapid, what's the name of the game that you're
It is, I believe, I could get this wrong. It's one of the Dragon Quest games.
Yeah.
Is it 8 or 9?
Dragon
One of them.
Quest 6, I believe.
Oh, is it 6? Okay, I was way off then. Yeah. That's as much as I remember, because
I can pull it off.
there's a lot to kind of take
Now,
in. So I'll let you explain that part.
Now, what it is here, I can get it. It's it's a series of challenges. You keep most of the what it is
It's like a survival challenge, right?
yeah, I can find it.
I don't even remember.
I believe it's 6.
Well, I'm
You're
following your page now, so I don't know if you have it on
Oh,
there
thank you
yet.
very much.
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
that.
welcome. Thank you guys for telling me. And Roger, I have to follow you on my regular YouTube. I think I'm following you on my Forex YouTube, so I'm gonna have to like adjust that, because you're like the only thing that's not Forex. I'm so bad. So
Everybody always has problems with my channel. I have no idea why.
I just know it's not you, it's me. I just followed you from the wrong YouTube
That's
account. I
what
have
they
multiple
all say.
YouTubers.
They always say it's not you, it's me.
It sounds like a really bad breakup.
Yeah, like that's what they always say. But yeah, our chat is like wild, so there's probably no way I'm gonna find it in there, because me and you, we freaking just chat for hours. So,
Yeah. Are
I
you talking
mean,
about me and
Rapid
I
on
was about to say,
Discord.
you talking about on mine? Oh, you guys are on Discord too. That's right. You said that you. Are you guys doing that streaming the interview on Discord right now as well?
Yeah, we're doing a thing on there too for his channel.
That's good.
I don't know how well it's working out on there, but it looks like it's showing us. The challenge, we did have it all down in our own personal chat, but
Yeah,
I
we're
do-
gonna need
I-
to kind of.
I still have it on Drew's, and I can find it. But basically, what it is you have the hero challenge, and you have to get 100 plus. No, you got to get 101 of sword, spear, boomerang, or fisticuffs. One of them. You have to get them to 100.
So, I have to ask. This is probably the best time. I don't know if you're familiar with Final Fantasy 2, but
Yeah.
I am.
does that? That's awesome because I know nothing about Final Fantasy 2 other than the first couple of minutes. So I need someone on my side for when I'm playing that. But the one thing I do know is that you have to level up your weapons. Is it the same? Like, is that the same structure here? Do I need to level up weapons? 'Cause
Yes.
that takes.
You have
That's-
you have to level up. Now this goes according to
That's
which
insane.
challenge you have to do. Now if you do hero, then you have to get a sword, a spear, boomerang, or fisticuff, one of them, up to 100.
Mm-hmm.
And plus you
Yeah.
have to have 100 in courage. Now if you do Yangus, you have to get you have to get one of either the axe, club, scythe, fisticuff up to 100, and then a plus 100 in humanity. Now if you do Jessica, then you have to do the same thing. You have to get one weapon, either the whip, the stave, the knife, the fisticuff, up to 100, and then you have to have 100 in sex appeal. Okay, so that means.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So now
You need that.
Angelo, the same thing with the swords, but then you have to get plus 100 in charisma. And then Red, the same with the weapons, 1 up to 100, and then 100 in roguery. Now
Oh, okay.
Mori
So basically,
is passion.
sorry. Yeah.
Mori is the same, but then it's 100 plus in passion. So
So it's basically that I pick one character, and then I have to level up
yeah,
their
you
weapons. Yeah.
level
the
up
stats.
one of their weapons to 100. It's your choice.
I mean,
And then do
I-
you get to switch characters if you level up?
No.
If you level up one
No.
of your characters,
But then, like,
so it's the same character.
If he falls on having to do hero, then he has to use 100 in courage. Okay. And the way to determine this is he's got to play Dragon's Lair. That's another part of the game which he's never played before.
what worries me the most though is with this Dragon Quest being an RPG, these things take time. I'm like, how much time are you
Now
expecting
that
for this
part,
one?
that's what we were talking about the other day, about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? About how it takes a while to complete RPG.
And see, like with Rapid Revenge, we can edit it down like we did with freaking the Nutslot. You know what I mean? Make 12, maybe 20 videos, whatever, how long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just go from there. Like we
Well,
did,
I'm glad that we've not got a set date on this because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through this, but
so Dragon's Lair
Yeah.
is going to be cool.
Where are you at now? Where are you at with it now? Or is it not
It's
completely
just
started?
planning.
This
Yeah.
planning, I got it, yeah.
yeah.
So what's your favorite of all the games that you play to play? Absolute top favorite to where you're not allowed to play any other video game for the rest of your life. You're gonna play.
Oh.
Listen. You're only allowed to play this one.
Okay,
And yes, I made it difficult.
Oh.
Before he answers that, understand one thing about Rapid, okay?
I'm
Rapid
listening.
has no favorite game when it comes to those retro ones. Like he loves a lot of them.
So that's why we have to narrow it down. What's your top? You have no choice, but you have to have a top. What's the top?
If I had to choose, I would probably go with the Ocarina of Time randomizer, and I say that because every seed that gets created is different from the last. So
So you have
technically,
more flexibility. It's like a new game
yeah,
every time, right?
yeah, it keeps
Right.
it fresh with every new game. So yeah, probably that one.
Now, could
That
you
makes
explain to her what a randomizer is too, so that she understands?
So, I don't know if you're familiar with Ocarina of Time.
Very
On its
much
own.
not so. And I'm only muting because I'm in Wawa waiting for my coffee. I'm very much attentive, but I don't know what this background sounds like to you guys. So I'm listening, but no, I'm not
Okay.
familiar.
So yeah, basically, it's the Nintendo 64 or Zelda on the Nintendo 64, but modders have created this this version where they've hacked into the game and they've randomized. There's been so many versions, but now I think that they've randomized everything from cosmetic things like your HUD to your tunic color that you're wearing. But I think the idea started off where they would take items and like randomly put them anywhere within the game. So if you open up a chest and expect it to be like a sword, it could be money or a piece of heart for health. You never know what you're going to get. Like life's a box of chocolates, like that saying. So you then have to come up with new, fresh ideas on how to tackle the game, whether it be the first boss in the dungeon and whatnot, because you know, with what you have, what you're able to find, you need to work with that. And
you might
great.
have needed something else, but you get
Yeah.
something else and you have to make it work with what you had. Absolutely not. I totally get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's awesome, and the fact that you can play online with friends as well makes it the experience of that much better.
Is there a max out for how many people can play at one time?
I believe it's 15.
Oh wow, that's a good max out though.
Yeah, I've never tested it myself, but I did hear through the grapevine that it was 15. So
You guys are gonna get me in a computer game. Like I said, I'm a PS4 girl, but you guys got me so into. That's pretty bad because I watch it.
Trust me.
I've been playing.
If you follow Nostalgia or Rapid, I keep calling him Nostalgia now because I accidentally started calling him Nostalgia.
Because that's the
I am
name.
nostalgia.
That's the name. Well, that's a nice feeling. That's a great feeling.
He told me
but
what was it, about 2 months ago? It's like, my name is Rapid Glitch. Nostalgia is the name of the channel. I'm like, okay. Very cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's these Zelda randomizers are things that we are going to probably try and do every year. So if at any point you want to join in, then you're more than welcome.
yeah, I'll reach out. Like, listen, Infamous has I called you Infamous has so many things that he has to help me with that he's helping me to grow with. He's gonna teach me Blender, and I'm able to edit with that because I've been using Power Director. He has a lot of knowledge that he's been sharing with me and helping me to adjust accordingly. So I will just pick his brain for that.
Do you want me to give her the link for your Discord channel?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I can share the settings for you, or the link for you if you want to.
Yeah. Share.
Okay.
Please, and I'll follow. I have Discord. I have Discord. So
Okay.
I told you I use everything for my Forex. I'm a part of a trading, part of a trading class thingy on Discord. So I have my own personal Discord. So there's not a lot of people in there. It'll just be me, but I'll definitely still be able to tune in to what you guys are doing.
That link right there that I put in there is his Discord, and you'll be able to join in with that. I also showed the general chat for Nostalgia Gaming, and it's on the video that's being streamed, and it'll be on the recording too. So.
Oh, did you put it on the
Screen
you put it
share.
in Gen for everyone to be able to follow his YouTube? You should put it in yours, not in general. I mean, you can put it in general, no big deal. But it's because it's a specific subject matter. I don't even see. Oh, thank you so much, Laura. Thank you, thank you.
That's because you gotta look at screen share. It's right there on the live
I
stream.
see your name. Oh, I don't know. Rapid is in the interview. That's all I see. Maybe I'm in the wrong thing. Okie dokie.
Oh wait, I
But
gotta switch it. Yeah, I gotta switch it.
see, you're telling me like I'm crazy.
I
You
see
see
what
how
I'm
he
saying.
does
I see what you're talking about now.
it? Makes me feel like I'm crazy. I'm like, I really don't see it. I really do not
Wait.
see it.
I see. I was on the wrong tab. I wasn't. Yeah, there we go. Now we're on nostalgic.
Oh, we're
gaming.
good. We're good now.
That's-
Yeah.
That was it, wasn't it? See? There you go. And there we go. Can you see that?
Yeah, but no. I still see your chat. Maybe I'm on the wrong
Oh,
thing.
that's his.
I'm gonna
chat.
look at it. Oh, I see it. I see it inside of here. And in general itself, but no, it's see for mine it says that it's Jitsi is the last thing that you shared. And then in
Yeah.
mine all of it's Jitsi. I don't see it at all.
No,
So
I mean,
maybe you shared it on Jitsi?
Yeah, it's on Jitsi.
Yeah, I see the Discord and I see the
Yeah.
YouTube. I already followed him on YouTube. And then Discord I haven't done it yet. Let me see how that works.
But yeah, you can do that one and everything. And it's pretty fun. I mean, he does a lot of good stuff on there. I had to do 007 GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, that one. That was fun.
Oh man.
Well, I'm
What
saying
was that like? What was that about?
Well, first of all, let me tell you something. If you don't know much about emulators, you better get ready for freaking handling the controllers when it comes to freaking games like 007. And I forgot, isn't it Mopon 64 or Mupin?
Yeah, I think there's a number of different ones, but yeah, Mupin 64 seems to be one of the main ones. Yeah, but to be fair, I try to give everyone enough time to practice these challenges. I think.
Yeah.
So you
last
automatically beat them because you're already better.
Yeah,
Just
if you don't.
understand it is hard. Okay, the challenge
Yeah.
itself is very, very hard. Like that's no game to freaking.
How long does it last, or how long does it usually take you to complete? Not you, pro. You already made it clear. Okay, we'll do it from you. You're the pro, so go ahead. How long does it take you? And the infamous, how long does it usually take you in relation to the same?
I'll be honest. I never attempted the challenge before I set it to anyone, so I just.
You're cheating! Are you kidding? You're cheating!
Not all of
Sending
them.
it out-
Not all
You're
of them.
sending it out there to the wolves, and you're not.
You're
and you're-
confusing.
and you're at home
confusing him
eating
with
steak.
retro
You
cheating.
see-
You're confusing him with retro cheating.
No, but I believe that the GoldenEye one I
He's a
did.
rabid glitch. He doesn't.
Oh.
He doesn't even
Yeah.
want to glitch with me, man. I told him freaking that. Well, first of all, with Pokemon, the first thing that attracted me to that game was how many times you can glitch in that game. It is amazing and it is fun to glitch in freaking Pokemon.
Why? Can you
We're going to
explain
be doing a series on that. Yeah.
That's
what makes glitching fun?
Everything. You.
Pretend I know nothing.
The thing is man, you go to certain areas and there's like little tricks that you remember like Mario Brothers, how they had like little glitches that you could do on the game.
Yeah.
If you did it right, and those aren't really technically glitches. They're I forgot the term for them. It's where you can consider it a glitch, but it's actually like a it's built into the game. It's kind of like a flaw. Like on Pokemon, you can use the escape rope at the right time and escape before you have to go into a fight. And because you do that, it'll freaking allow you to freaking get well, I guess they call them Pokemon Monster.
Yeah, there is one Pokemon Mew, I believe it is, that can be caught within the game that wasn't supposed to be found. There is a method in game to be able to do that, but there's
Wait, wasn't supposed to be found? Does that mean you found it anyway? Because the way you say it sounds like, oh, that was the glitch.
it's in the game's code. It's just that back in the day, they had events where I think going well back now, when the first Pokemon movie was released, the idea was that kids would go to the cinema and take their Game Boys with them, and during the event they would, I think, link up their cables to this machine and it would download this new Pokemon for them. So it's technically in the game's coding, but hackers over the years have found other ways to obtain this Pokemon in a not so legit way, but it does work.
Yeah.
And the same can be done. I think inevitably you can get the full Pokedex by doing some of these glitches as well.
Oh, so then it's just basically like cheat codes. I got it. And so then you're able to be able to.
There's one where you can like step out of the house as soon as you start the game and go right to the end of the game and win.
Oh, you're talking about the walk through walls glitch, aren't you?
Yeah.
Basically,
well,
yeah.
I think it's the walkthrough. It's the one where you go to the front entranceway at the beginning of the game and you stand there and then you do a certain code or a certain you do something. I can't remember what it is. And as soon as you step out the door, you go in to the last thing where you meet the professor.
Yeah.
You go right there and automatically you beat the game.
I think what might attract you to these kind of things is the fact that you can break the game down to its, you can just tear it apart.
That's
and rebuild it from ground up? Like,
yeah.
No.
Down to its bare essence.
Rapid
What do you
knows
mean?
Me too well. Rapid knows me too well.
It sounds like something you do.
I enjoy tearing it up. I'm like,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that would make a great series for you to just take games and just rip them apart.
Yeah, between your super loud server that you're gonna have in a yard and then you turn up these video
it's a
games,
super
you're
loud
just not gonna be
process,
fun for
not
your
a server.
neighborhoods.
Not a server. It's gonna be
Process. Oh, the process, not the server. The process.
Yeah, I want to get a big loud processor. I wanna
He wants a
build it.
processor in the backyard. That's. Listen to him.
Put it in. Like
Yeah,
a
but he wants it to be
storage
loud.
area.
It has to be loud.
It's gonna
Listen
be
to this.
so loud that freaking the neighbors complain about it. They're gonna be like, it's gonna be.
And this is
louder
a goal.
than
This is a goal. He's projecting his goals, and this is the goal.
Don't you like your neighbours?
Well, that's debatable. Yeah. There's an old saying that says,
We'll
"Don't
find
shit
out
in
how
your
they react to
backyard."
the processor.
You ever hear that old saying, "Don't shit in your backyard"?
Yeah.
Well, I never heard that saying, but I've never even got the actual urge. So, I mean, do you have to tell people that? What do you?
Basically,
is this
the
something
saying
that's
goes,
not
the
common
saying
knowledge?
goes like, the worst thing you can do is become buddies with your neighbors because the moment a freaking argument starts, it's done.
Oh, they make life. Yeah, I know
They
the
make
feeling
your
about
life
that
hell.
one.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to wave and have small talk and stuff, but don't practice.
Keep it simple.
You don't
Yeah.
practice the whole bring them over for friggin' crumpets, you know, kind of shit. It don't work.
When I
Crumpet,
used to live in an apartment, thank God I have a house now, but when I lived in an apartment, my upstairs neighbor, they completely flooded the entire downstairs. And you know why they did it? Was because of their washing machine. And I said, hey, whatever you did is flooding my apartment. No, and we were good friends up until here. No, it's not. It's not because of me. And then they said a whole bunch of stuff in Spanish because I I'm learning, but barely speak Spanish. And next thing you know, we found out I was right after my ceiling fell in. Yeah, after the ceiling fell in, right? The whole ceiling fell in, but it was like, you know, blah 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 blah. You don't know what you're talking about, blah blah. And we're arguing. We used to be like really good friends until they did not want to accept the responsibility of what happened as because of their part. And then we find out I was right when the maintenance people come. Anyway, I have a house now, so that's better. But still, at the same time, I don't even know what to do if the roof falls in here. Like, I don't even like. I'm probably just gonna leave.
Talking about that processor, I done set her off.
He's thinking about my ceiling falling in.
Oh my god.
roof is
See,
falling,
that's
the
why,
sky
that's
is
why I
falling.
shouldn't be talking so much. See, because
No, you guys are doing good. Okay. I will just be grateful for the progress I have made and be thankful for the current. See, I'll forget about it. See, it's gone. All better now.
Okay. So, with where were we now? We were on the
Talking about you breaking
The
games.
glitches. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
glitches. The
glitches.
reason why they're definitely we like glitches because they give us extra characters, they give us extra features and everything. Yeah.
Now, the thing about that too is we are planning. It's in the making now to where we are going to be doing a project on the glitches, but we haven't even sat down to do plans on that.
I think with the way things seem to be going, we could probably fit it in for next season if that's something you want to do.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, kind of delve into it. And if
Yeah.
I could ever get freaking Retro Cheat to freaking talk to me, I'll get some stuff off of him because I've checked out his stuff and like he's got a lot of good stuff, and so I know he would have like really good information when it comes to freaking Pokemon.
Oh, I've been watching a lot of videos.
Do
based
you
on that
know
because... Oh, sorry. There you go.
I was just asking you, do you know who he's talking about? Are you familiar with him, and are you able to perhaps get him to collaborate with you guys?
Rapid is on, or Retro
He's on the
Cheat.
server, isn't he?
Yeah,
think.
he's on Discord. I talked him into joining Discord with us, but he's the Phantom. He's online too.
Oh, right. He's a fan. Well,
Is he
okay.
serious?
We've never actually spoke.
Get him, man.
I don't believe. I don't.
This is like bait then. This interview should be like bait for him. Like, hey, we're talking about you. It's like Beetlejuice, you know? Calling him. Calling him and maybe
Summon
he'll
him.
show up.
Yeah. From the
Yeah,
dead.
summon.
Um,
Oh no. From there, that's where you gotta get him.
I feel like we need to do that with some of the. I feel like we need to do that with a specific member of the team. Sometimes it's. I feel like needing to hold a seance or something just to summon that particular member. Starting to know my messages now.
Now, like with Retro Cheat, though, I don't think there's a way of baiting him in. Like I've tried so much. I've had like an equivalence of 2 conversations and comments with him. He's really, really quiet, but he posts.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as the series goes, I think I've watched a lot of videos on glitches and stuff because I've been playing Pokemon Blue on my Nintendo 3DS, and yeah, I've just been following this playlist of glitches
That's good.
and stuff. So we'll work on that. I think it'd be a good idea.
Do you favor Pokemon for any particular reason? Is it the ability to do the glitches? Is that what makes it to where Pokemon seems to be more? Yeah.
I mean, see, the conversation first started out as I'm the one who likes doing it, and Rapid doesn't want to do it. Like,
I don't mind. I mean, I started playing Pokemon when Pokemon first popped out onto the scene, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Back in 97, 98.
When it was like for cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's when I did Pokemon. I did more Pokemon on cards than I ever did Pokemon on whatever. I did Pokemon on cards more than I ever did Pokemon on like a video game. And then the movie, of course. But like and then it was the whole Pokemon Go, and you had to like where everybody's like looking for Pokemon all around you. That kind of weirded me out because I felt like it was more of a tracking device than it was a game. But that's my own personal on that one.
Yeah,
but then
Pokemon
you said 97.
Yeah, 97. I kind of just jumped on the Pokemon train back then. And I've enjoyed Pokemon on and off over the years, but the Nuzlocke seems to have just given it that new lease of life. And before, because Cosmic and I. Cosmic is the only other original member of the team who's been with us since we started back in 2020. We did a red versus blue Nuzlocke, and originally we were just going to do a race to the finish, and Cosmic was running through it every time. Like, I would look at his screen and he was either on a gym battle and I was too busy fighting Team Rocket, or through the grass training up and whatnot, and I was like, this is just not entertaining enough. We need to do something else. So he told us about the Nuzlocke, and we just kind of adapted that idea, built a point system, and I can't imagine playing it any other way. I feel like that's a definitive way to play Pokemon now, is a Nuzlocke, points-based Nuzlocke.
Nuzlocke. I know Nuzlocke. I like the way you speak, but Nuzlocke. I don't know what that means, but
No, just imagine Nut with Z and then Lock, L-O-C-K-E at the end.
I like how you
Okey-dokey,
pronounced it.
Nuts- a Nuzlocke?
Sorry, Roger.
You like that?
I like
I
how you
love
pronounced it before.
Nuzlocke.
On the series, you used to call it Nutslock,
Yeah, but
Nuzlocke.
which was...
Yeah, your accent is just sending me. It's so cool. I really like the way you speak.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm from Scotland, but many people say I don't sound like I'm Scottish.
Keep
So
telling him he needs to do narrations with me because he's got that Scottish accent.
Oh, let him read to me on Monday. Roger's writing he's writing a series of short stories, and on Monday is storytelling day. And at the end, if we're really, really good on our best behavior, he reads a little bit of it to us. See, you could read some of his books for him. Oh my goodness! I mean, not like you don't have a bajillion things already to do, but
Don't tell Rapid that.
oh. Why? I think everyone should know. The book is so good. It's so good, and I say the book, but they're so
Wait.
good. It'll get you intrigued, and then he stops
Rapid.
right when you're all into it.
Rapid knows a lot about my stuff because, like, I freaking annoy the hell out of him and all the others on our WLC channel. Like, I'll put freaking RPG videos up there, and then I'll do freaking ones for Elder Scrolls now. I've gotten into the Elder Scrolls wars. Stuff like
yeah. I've noticed a few of those. Yeah, those are quite interesting. Where is it that you're pulling it from specifically? Is it like Skyrim, or does it
I'm
go
doing
be?
it off of the fan. I go to Fandom for some of it, and then I'll go straight on to the Elder Scrolls Wikipedia.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
What? Wait, you go where? Wicca who?
Elder Scrolls Wikipedia.
No, Wikipedia. I
It's not
remember
like,
someone.
It's not like that one.
Oh, okay.
This one is actually built for what it was meant to be, for like lore and cool shit like that. Like, you know,
And not misinformation.
Yeah, not misinformation.
He has a thing against Wikipedia, so we use Britannica.
Well,
and unless he's learning. It's growing on him now.
Well, after that last experience with Encyclopedia Britannica, I don't know if I really feel safe in my own judgment on that either now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even like any of the first few pages when I'm searching for stuff. I tend to just scroll through them and like to go to 5, 6, or 7. I know everyone thinks that they put the important stuff up front, but they put the stuff they would like you to see. It's like basically a history book. So we're going to show you the history we would like you to know, but we're going to hide all the stuff that we don't think you'll even have the attention span to continue to read through. So I'm always like starting on page 5 or 6, unless it's something simple. But if it's something I really would like to know true answers, I do my search, and then I am like page 5, 6, 7, 8. The further the better, I've learned. Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I get the information from. I go off of there and get all that. And
Wikipedia.
Very handy websites too.
yeah.
Very handy.
Yeah.
They have all sorts. Like I go there sometimes for Zelda lore or Pokemon. Just depends whatever it is I'm looking up at the time. But yeah, there's so many. So many.
Now, on your edits and everything, do you want to talk a little bit about like setting up your templates and things like that, and how you present your Nuzlocke, things of that?
So, yeah, it's a process like everything else. It can be tedious, or it can be simple and fun. Depends on which one it is you're working on. With Pokemon, it was probably one of the worst, specifically the versus one, because there was so many assets on screen. It, render times are ridiculous for that kind of thing, especially if you've got a side by side screen. In saying that though, the Pokemon Yellow playthrough that you did, that was one of the easiest, because it was just you and
Well, we
yours.
actually both did it. I mean, you got to take some credit for that. I mean, because like we both worked on that. It was pretty. It was pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
You guys
it was
were
good.
closely together.
He scored.
Yeah.
He scored the Nuzlocke, and I played it. And then, like, I would play it, and I would send him a copy of the raw video, and he would go through, edit it, and then do the score for me. So then
Roger hates when I edit stuff because a lot.
Oh
of
no,
it
no!
gets
Do not
cut.
call him Roger now. Do not call him Roger. And guys, do not call him
Infamous,
Roger.
okay.
That's infamous. I've adjusted.
He's used to
I've
calling me
adjusted.
Roger too. I
Oh,
actually just
okay.
started using Infamous. What was it here recently? In like a year or so on Discord.
Yeah,
I mean,
same as when you started calling me Rapid. It's been nostalgia for most of the year. So
Yeah. Well,
Oh, that's why you were calling him Nostalgia. So, okie dokie. What name do you prefer?
I prefer freaking any name as long as you don't call me freaking late for dinner.
Why are we? What are you cooking? What are you making?
I don't care. I'll eat anything. Well, almost
Haha.
anything.
I was about to say, be careful. Be careful.
But,
Anyway. He said it. I didn't start it.
See, I tell you what,
just
she wasn't
finished
like
it.
this before she started hanging out with me, man.
And I'm here every day now. And now I'm here every day, 7 days a
last
week.
night with this guy. He goes by Mr. Robot. She started having like robot. What was it? Robot.
No, I didn't do anything. You
Robot
started
love.
it. No, they're so full of it. Don't listen to them. You believe that? You can't.
She's all smitten by his freaking New Zealand accent. Like he'll sit there and she just turns the button. You know?
You're so full of it. Stop it. This is live.
you could be watching. You never know. Yeah.
He's
Oh, I
probably
guarantee you he's watching.
listening.
It's an open fact, dude. We were in chat last night.
Whatever.
And freaking, they were like talking about he's got an oil can and shit. Like, oh my god.
No. He's not giving you enough context. Do not listen to him. He's leaving stuff out, so it sounds way off the rail than it actually is. But I did. Mr. Robot is my buddy. I'm not gonna lie. But I was not in a weird way. It's Roger's fault. He said he already took the blame.
Yeah,
So
that's what I said originally. See, I created a freaking monster. I mean, like all of a sudden.
7 days a week, at least an hour minimum. I'm here 7 days a week. The only day he's really behaved himself is on Sunday, but that's because he's focusing on his editing.
She's gonna eventually. I'm gonna have to start calling her my co-host, and here before long, I'm gonna get her to where she's encouraged enough to make her own stream and everything. So
That would be cool. I'd watch it. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I stream. I'm going live tonight, but I do it on Bigo. I don't do it. I don't. He has to help me with mine.
I mean, because I think freaking she'd be good at it. So
Yeah, definitely.
I know.
We just have to work out time differences though, because right now for me it's like
What-
midnight. So
Yeah.
It's midnight.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
When-
Sure.
he's in Scotland.
Oh, I don't mind. I've prepared for this, but
Oh, I feel so bad. He's supposed to be in night. Oh
Well,
my
see,
goodness.
That's the reason. That's the reason why I stayed up extra later last night, so that I could get up according to his time zone, and we could do this, you know, to where he's not too tired and I'm not too freaking tired, you know, because
I mean, I'm good. I don't typically go to sleep till roughly about another hour or two from now, so I'm wide awake right now. I'm good. So
Mm-hmm.
And now, with your gaming history, okay? Like
Mhm.
one thing I really wanted to get into was like you've mentioned to me before how much you really like Nintendo 64.
Yeah, it was my first ever console.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of the stuff that I'd really like for you to elaborate on and kind of talk about. Like when you were a kid and you were on the Nintendo 64, what about that system actually drew you in?
Um, Honestly, I think it was. I mean, in my family, I come from a very big family. I'm half Italian, so typically we have a huge family. But my cousin, he had GoldenEye on the N64, and long before I got my N64, which was the same Christmas, we would always go over to his house and play. But I think the main aspect, the thing that drew me in the most was the 4-player, because no other console at that time had 4-player capability. So games like Mario Karts, I'm trying to think of another 4-player game that we played other than Mario Karts and GoldenEye, but those are the two that spring to mind. You weren't leaving anybody out. You know, like with the PlayStation, it would be like maybe winner stays on or whatever. Everybody had a chance to join in, and it was fun. So that's what I guess drew me into the N64. And then, as time went on, I discovered games like Zelda, which nobody believes this when I tell them because Zelda's my thing. Like I hated Zelda before I even got a chance to play it. Because
What made it grow on you?
It wasn't until maybe a few years in, I'd finally picked up the game to play. Someone had like a bunch of Nintendo 64 games, and I thought, right, I'm going to try each one of these out and see. And I think Ocarina of Time is the one that had me coming back time after time because I got so into the story of it and things. But yeah, before that, I hated the sight of Zelda, which I do the thing that Roger now does, which is call Link Zelda.
Yeah.
And it was because he was on the cover of every magazine, it was always spoken about. Like I'd pick up a Nintendo magazine. Like I believe you guys used to have, I don't know if you still do, but it was called Nintendo Power. Like we had here, I think it was called the N64 magazine or whatever. And I'd pick it up looking for cheats for like Mario Karts and Super Mario, and Zelda was like in every other page. And I'm like, who is this guy? I hate this. I don't like this. Until I finally played it, and now I make sure that with every new Nintendo console that I buy, there is at least one Zelda game with that console. So
So I can see. I feel like I played this before, but when you keep saying the name, I don't know the name. But I'm looking at the graphics and stuff like that, and this looks really familiar.
Yeah. This was after my time too, because like the reason why I really have had an issue with Zelda and like Mario was because my sister and my brother-in-law, like, they were obsessed with that. Especially my brother-in-law, dude. He was so freaking obsessed with Zelda and Mega Man, which I have no problem with Mega Man, but with Zelda and Super Mario Kart, he would just constantly play it over and over and over again, you know, and that was the only thing I had. And Mario Brothers. Oh my God, my sister with Mario World and Mario Brothers. When they came out with Mario Brother 2 and then 3, it was like she was on cloud 9, man. She just loved it to death.
I mean, they're good games. We have
This Link one looks fun.
Yeah, it is. I think Ocarina of Time, and then there was Majora's Mask, which was a good game. just not quite as fun. I think the whole going up against time was a big issue for me on that one. But Infamous, Roger, Infamous. I think there's still time to convert you over to Zelda.
Yeah.
It's the same as I was, because we've done it with Pokemon.
I kind of like the time thing, but I didn't appreciate being freaking attacked by shitloads of chickens because I.
Wait,
Yeah.
It
what?
was funny as shit, man. But,
Do you have this streamed on your page?
oh yeah, it's coming out. Trust me.
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's hilarious as shit. The first 2 episodes that come out for that are freaking just. The endings are freaking hilarious. I mean, you will bust a freaking gut. Okay.
I still have to edit that.
Yeah.
I think the one where the chickens attack you and then it kind of backfires on us.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to doing that one.
I can only imagine how chickens attacking you would not
They set
backfire.
me
I
up.
mean,
They set me up. They took me to a chicken coop and they told me to do something. And I forgot what. I think it was throw a bomb at it, and I threw it. Oh, it was something else.
No, well, the idea is, I think most of the Zelda games, if you attack chickens for long enough, they tend to turn on the player. So they come in like a whole cloud of chickens will attack, but that would only have happened had you have hit the chickens with your sword. You chose to use bombs, which meant that Matt and I got attacked as well. So they kind of backfired on us, our own prank
First,
on you.
and hit him with a sword. And,
Yeah.
And then while I'm
so it
getting
sounds like the
attacked-
chickens were defending themselves. It sounds like
No, they were
self-defense.
outright attacking me, and I'm in the pen, and they're outside of the pen just laughing. And at the time, I wasn't thinking of it, and the only option
As
I
a
had was to
setup.
freaking pick up a bomb and drop it. So I dropped this bomb, and it explodes, and all these chickens freaking just freak out, and they start attacking freaking Rapid and freaking Matt at the same time. So the video is ending with every one of us getting freaking attacked by chickens.
So you guys edit each other's video? Like, I know Roger on Sunday, like, he'll edit video games and stuff like that. Other stuff as well, but like, do you guys do it for each other? Like, you said that you sent him, like, Roger, he sent, and now he sent you stuff, Rapid, and then you, or...
It was back
Right,
and forth
and-
for Pokemon Nuzlocke. Now that was
Okay.
a good challenge. That was something that we both did together, and I had to go instead of me going through and doing the voice straight up when I was playing. What I do is I'd play the game, edit.
do a
I'd send-
voiceover.
I'd send it to freaking Rapid. He'd do the edits, and then I'd do a voiceover afterwards.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth with that, but it worked out really well.
Yeah.
I think we did a fantastic job on that.
I think that was.
So sometimes, what do you prefer? I know you said you like live streaming. I apologize. Just because I know you're going to tell me that you have to get ready to go soon, like you always do around about this
No,
time. So I wanted to get my
If
question.
you
Okay.
want to go further, we can go further. It's up to you, Rapid.
Yeah, tell me to
I'm-
shut up
I'm-
when it's on the show.
I'm good at the moment. I can keep going. Yeah.
All right.
Okie dokie. So I just would like to ask this question. When you said you like to do the streaming, you just have not been doing the streaming as often because of time or constraints. But when in regards to, if you're doing like the edit, so when you do live stream, you cannot edit it, right? It's like, because it's happening currently. Or do you record yourself, let the people that watch you live see you live, and then you'll go back and edit it, or you just post whatever it is as is, and then, or like, how does that work? Do you attempt to edit everything if possible, or do you only edit the stuff that you're doing where it's pre-recorded?
So last year, I kind of opened up to the idea of live streaming on the channel, and I started off with recording the stream so that I could go back later on and edit it. But I found that there was a number of problems while streaming. I think me recording through the OBS was causing problems for the stream, and so I had to kind of call that quits. I now just stream on its own, and recording's just a separate process. But I think I prefer recording because I can do so much more with it. I can take out what I don't want in there, maybe add a few funny things like memes and whatnot. And I think when I'm streaming, unless there's maybe one or two viewers watching me play, I don't really know what to say. So like if there's nobody watching, I'm talking to myself and trying to think of things to say to keep the stream kind of entertaining enough. Rather
Do
than
you
just
talk to
watching.
yourself when you play? When I play, like Katamari is my go-to game. That's not anything that anyone's
Rapid's
probably
the one who
interested
can
in.
talk. See, he's the one who can talk. I'm the one that has the issue with not talking. He's actually had to encourage me to do it. I wouldn't have even started using these mics if it wasn't for Rapid. I mean,
Do you yell at the game and
no, I
get
just
frustrated?
don't want to.
No,
I just don't like
There
it.
has there's been moments. I think one that comes to mind specifically is the Super Mario 64 playthrough. There are times where I've tried to get certain stars and failed, and you can see that the edits. I think there's one penguin slide or something, and I must have done that like 20 times. But yeah, I do not rage so much, but
But
yeah,
I
there are
understand the
moments
frustration. You don't have to like
Yeah.
make light of it. I get it. It's something you're really into, and then if you're working diligently towards a goal, and then it's like, I mean, I get the frustration. That's why I asked, because you were
Yeah.
saying that sometimes you force yourself to talk on the stream. I was just thinking because like you watch the people on Twitch, and they'll be streaming their games and stuff like that, and they'll like yell, and they don't care if we're watching. They'll yell. That's why I was wondering, like, do you?
It happens.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's entertaining in its own. Like, oh man, look at it. Like,
Yeah, I've definitely swore a few times through trying to get something done and it just never working out. So there's a lot of that in our content. Yeah.
and then you said your family's from Italy. I apologize. You had me then. I studied Italian when I was in high school. And have you ever been to Italy before?
I have. I lived there for.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I had no clue.
Yeah, he said his family, he's half Italian and he plays with his family. If he's talking, I don't hear anything though. But
Give him a
yeah,
second.
he said it is. Okay, he said he plays with his family. That's what encouraged him to have multiplayer games, and the reason why that's why he got into N64, because he has a big family. Then it allows for them to be able to have more players at one time. And like I said, I studied Italian when I was in high school because I got kicked out of Spanish because I was a clown, and so yeah, kind of got forced into Italian.
He should be back on. I believe he just. It still says he's there, so.
Yeah, maybe he unplugged his mic or something.
Actually,
that
it
happened
could be
not too
doing
long
what it
ago.
did to me yesterday. Let me send him a message, tell him to click on the link again.
Yeah, because you just thought for sure you were in it. Yeah, it says he left the meeting. He'll come back then. Yeah, yesterday we were steady talking, and I was like, how are we even still having a meeting if the host is not here? So, me
Yeah,
and Tan, we had, man.
That's the downfall to the Jitsi thing, and you know, I'm cool with doing Jitsi and stuff because I know everybody's into the open source thing, but I have no problem with just using frickin' Discord, even, you know, or even using frickin' Gilded. I kind of brought the idea up to Tan and all them about it, but like, you know, it's just a lot more convenient, you know what I mean? So,
Well, maybe begin transition, and I'll be able to get better acquainted. I'll still come and stuff like that, especially as long as I have time beforehand to tell you, hey, I don't know how to do this. There he is.
there you go. He's back.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I thought you got fed up with our stuff. He was like, oh, I'm enough
You
of
said
this.
enough of this shit.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of
Oh,
here.
I've been having connection issues the last couple of days, so it's
Well, Jitsi does that sometimes too, so
Yeah, yesterday Roger left his own meeting and left us all here by ourselves. Like,
I'm sitting in my own Jitsi freaking room all by myself talking, and I'm like, well, they'll be back, and then finally somebody
waiting for
sends me
us
a
to
message
show
and goes, oh, I think it was Tan, he goes,
yeah.
where are you, Roger? And I'm like, I'm right here waiting for you guys to come back in.
And we're all still in the meeting, mind you. He
They're
was like, "I'm
"We're
right here." No,
you're
you're
the
not.
one that's gone.
You're not. And
classic.
he was so convinced that he was like in the meeting, like really seriously. We all just left at the same time. You have to be kidding me. No, it was funny.
God
It was so funny.
If Tan didn't say something, I would have ended the freaking stream and everything. We had like six
Oh my
people
God.
in the room and stuff. Oh,
And that's what we were talking about while you were going. We were like, watch now. And then now it's going to end the recording. I was like, what? I was like, oh, he's going to be so hot. This is like the one he's been waiting for. And now we're not even going to have it. But luckily, it was still there. So it's cool. But yeah, I was just asking about your, you don't have to, but I was just wondering, have you ever been to Italy before?
Yeah. It's I've not been in some time, but I do have family there, so hopefully I'll get the chance to go back.
you know,
Do your family game with you? Are they part of your group? I know you said you have a few members, at least 15 or so.
Not really. My younger sister, she's probably the only other person that would play any type of game with me, specifically Mario Karts. But we were going to do a project last year, I think, together. That it was based on the Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge.
What?
Yeah.
What? Are you going to still do it? We like
We're
Ninja
hoping
Turtles
to
over
do
here.
it. Yeah, it's we had 6 players, and we were all set and ready to do it. We'd done about half the game, and everything was great except when we did the playback, there was echoing in the video, so to the point where we just couldn't understand each other or what was being said in the video, so we had to scrap that for a while.
I straightened that out, by the way. If you ever want to do that again, I've got that down pat now, so I can get rid of echo. If you ever do that again.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely look into it, because we were using the Xbox to play from, and there was 2 microphones in this room, and when we did the party setup, there seemed to be no echo, but in playback there was. We didn't quite figure it out where the echo was coming from. I don't know if it was like,
down on your computer at the bottom right hand side where it says speakers.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there to your open volume mixer, and you'll notice that you have your microphone set up there. You keep that open, but like when you go into your OBS and you and you're doing like a conversation like this, you mute the microphone on your OBS. That's for like a conversation here. Now if you're not having a conversation with other people on here and you're just like doing your games, you do the opposite. You open up your OBS's audio and you mute that microphone right there on your computer.
oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I'll definitely look into that.
that's what I ended up finding out. So
Okay, that's something to look at.
just
Thank
to
you.
do all this, man, I had to go back through that. Like here lately, me and you and everybody else has been getting on freaking Discord, and they've got that echo cancellation shit. So it's been a piece of cake for me, but I come on Jitsi, man, and all of a sudden I've got to go back to the old ways. You got to know how to freaking turn this audio off and turn that audio on,
Well, this is another thing as well. Like we were doing this before Discord was available on the Xbox. So now that the Xbox has Discord, we can try that. I think that might work out better than just using a standard Xbox party, I think. So yeah, that's definitely something I want to look at. Now that, because I think the DLC was released a few weeks ago, which we got. I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, so yeah, definitely want to play that.
If you can suck Karma Love into it, man, freaking we could have another person come in and do some of the challenges with us, but she'd have to be wanting to do it. You know what I mean? I think she would really like doing it though.
Oh,
yeah, I like
definitely,
to play games.
Cause like, did you hear her voice when you said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, I did. Yep, I know. I picked up on that one.
I just got finished watching the Ninja Turtle movie. I don't even remember which one it is.
Do you have a
my
favorite turtle?
one is when Shredder is. Oh man, I don't know. Mikey's so cool because he's so cool, but he's like probably the ditzy one. But I really like Donatello because he's so smart, and like it's crazy to me because like the movie when the Shredder was picking him up, he's like they're babies, and he was so frustrated because he was looking for the demons, and he was like, well, not the people to help him, but he was so mad because he was like, how are you going to give me these babies? And like it was funny because I don't know, it just has memories. It was like, they're babies, but yeah, I like Donnie because he's really smart and he can like set everyone straight. And so yeah, like I don't know, but like I said, Michelangelo, he's really cool. He's kind of just like, yeah, Mikey, what's wrong with you? And he's like, he just wants his pizza, and he wants to chill, and I can totally relate. So yeah.
And we're talking about the video game now, just so you know.
Yeah.
We're talking.
Oh no, I know this. I think I think it's Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze. I think I watched that one recently. It's got the snapping turtle and the wolf.
Yeah.
He's like, they're babies.
Yeah, he was like, they're babies, and he was so angry. Yeah, it was so cool.
You can't beat the classics.
It's hard for me to believe that that's actually the classics. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Like, I was freaking like 17, 16 when
these are
the
the
came out.
Original trilogy of movies, I think. When they had the kind of rubber suits, Jim Henson suits.
I mean, I was 17 when the freaking first movie came out. I mean, like, in my mind, it doesn't seem like it's that freaking long ago.
Please, I ain't remind me. The maturity has left the building because I don't think we. Yeah, it's weird, and it's only a certain generation that's like that. You get younger generations now that want to be like grown-ups and like they want to kind of graze through everything, and then it's weird because they're bringing back everything that like was cool. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, we were the cool guys.
I've had that conversation too. Okay, and I've actually talked with Rapid about this, about Super Mario 64 on the 64. That game has outdone everything that I've put on there, and I mean I've got newer ones on my channel, and I've got freaking like older ones too, and just a variety of videos. And I've got the original freaking Red Dead Redemption, which is a big hit. You know what I mean? It's almost as popular as the second one, and all of it. The only two videos that outdid it was King of the Monsters and freaking what is it? Modern Warfare 4. That was the only two that outdid it. The top one.
Yeah. It's surprising sometimes what games come up as popular still. Yeah.
And Super Mario 64 has pretty much every one. You know how they categorize them for your top 10 best videos in like a year, 6 months, whatever. In a year, Super Mario still has the top 10 on all of them, except for three or four. Asura's Wrath actually, that was the third one. Asura's Wrath actually topped all of them finally.
It's crazy because when I was streaming last year, the highest viewed video, I think it got over like 1,000 or whatever, was Yoshi's Story.
Yoshi's
And that's
What?
that came a way back out in the Nintendo 64.
I love
It's-
Yoshi. He's so cute.
It's one of the games I was not expecting to get so many views, and it was just this. All of a sudden, it bumped up.
Yeah.
I was playing games like Resident Evil, GoldenEye. Nothing even came close to what Yoshi's Story brought in.
It's just amazing.
But-
It's an eye opener.
Yeah, it really was.
Oh, the name of that movie I was telling you guys about for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that one's The Secret of the Ooze.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
classic.
I liked it. Now that's the one where freaking not Shredder. Wait, Shredder's the sensei, right? Or is that
No.
That's Splinter.
No, that's Splinter. Splinter's the
Splinter's
sensei. Shredder's the bad guy.
Splinter's up there in his freaking birdcage, freaking practicing karate and shit. That's
The last one, when he was about 10 seconds from Nirvana, was the one I watched when he dropped the pizza on the basketball court, and he was like 10 seconds from Nirvana, and then of course the turtles come in and completely destroy the concentration. Like, it's literally, she's counting down. She's like, and in 10 seconds you will reach Nirvana, and you know he's like in his handstand and completely ready, and it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then it crashed inside the sewer. It was so crazy. I have been like that for forever. Yeah. When you guys play, when you play and stuff, I think I joined Discord. I'm pretty sure I did. I want to know. I'd like to know. So if you don't have to necessarily tag me, but I don't know if you can do like a notification or stuff, just so I can see what you're into.
Rapid does. I mean, he's always up to date on his Discord. He'll let you know what events is going on when they aren't and stuff like that. I mean, he's very reliable on that. Like, you'll know, you'll get a notice.
I'll see it. Okie dokie.
I'd definitely
Yeah.
like to do it for maybe next season. So I don't have a start date yet. I was thinking January for the start of season, but with the way the schedule seems to be going,
It's
Maybe a
so
little,
cute because it's like choose your player, and then you're at the top. Cosmic, Scony. Where you at, Roger?
I'm pretty much always freaking in last place on those challenges. Like, I have yet to even come close to doing good on them. He did one. He did one. It was what was the name of that game again? Chameleon Twist. And I went through it, and I literally just had to give up because I couldn't handle the connection and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do the freaking well, there's certain things you got to do with your tongue to where you can jump.
What?
Yeah, and you got to wrap around. You got to wrap your tongue around like poles and then twist around them. So,
You mean in real on the game? I'm like,
Game,
what does
yeah.
what does this have to? Oh my god!
you don't do nothing like literally with your tongue. Huh?
Well, I was just wondering. I'm like, what kind of controller are you using? This
Yeah,
is
it's-
ridiculous. It's like space shift tongue. Mm-mm.
But I started out with Matt, and it was Matt and freaking what was it? Cosmic, and I got maybe about halfway to where I needed to go, and then in the end I finally had to just give up because I couldn't keep going with it.
I see you guys now. It says I can watch the stream, and I'm in Discord too, and I see me talking. Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah,
yeah,
Like, you
this
can-
is just getting crazy now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
I was explaining to her about the Chameleon Twist. I knew you was off, so I figured I'd kind of fill her in while you was out.
Oh yes, Chameleon Twist. That was fun.
Kind of give her your take on that too, because I'm not good at like describing it as well as you are. he did a really good job on this game, by the way. Just so you know, he's got videos on it on his channel. So Carmen,
On Discord or on
on YouTube, like you can go check it out. He did a really good job on that freaking challenge.
I
Oh,
was
I think,
looking at your Discord now.
Yeah. Well,
I think everyone
See
kind
what-
of did a great job. It wasn't like, I think Dr. G was probably the driving force for that one, because like her commentary, she was able to just it was very fluid. What's the word I'm looking for? It was so easy to just kind of bounce off of whatever it was she was saying, because it's like she got it. She was one of the commentators. It was myself and Dr. G, and quite often I would find myself not being able to like come up with something to say, and then there was Dr. G just kind of like, oh, I know, we'll talk about this, and it was like, oh yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do. It was also fun to watch you
it was
guys
fun
play
to
that.
Freaking see the outcome, how you guys narrated that and did the editing and stuff.
The worst part was the editing, as it always is when it comes to multiple screens at the one time. Trying to like sync everything up was probably the hardest part, but well worth it in the end, I think.
I think it was a damn good effort. It was worth every moment of it. You know what I mean? Getting everything working out and stuff like that. So. I liked the little interviews at the start and at the end. They were kind of cool. It was brought a little humour to it, I think, and it gave you guys a chance to speak, because I think everyone had muted their mic when playing the actual game, so it was good to get everybody involved in that as well. But yeah, we'll definitely do more like that, I think. Chameleon Twist 2 is certainly on the cards. I don't know how you feel about that, Roger. I think I could have done better at the game. To be honest with you, I could have put a lot more effort into it. You guys did a really good job on the video, and I just crapped out. You know what I mean?
Why did you get frustrated?
It is a hard game. I mean, I underestimated it, to be honest with you. That's how bad it was. I underestimated it. There's an older game out that's called Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
And that is what I compare Chameleon Twist to, because it's kind of like that. You go through different obstacles that you have to pass through, and you have to be able to use your agility and your abilities with your tongue and stuff like that. That's really challenging.
Is there a way for you to do it in practice mode, or do you have to be actively playing, in which case then that's causing against your stats, which I would understand a reason not to continue and such?
That goes with how Rapid wanted to do it. He was really good with the idea of just doing it from the get-go, because none of us had any experience with it, so we all basically did the challenge without knowing anything about it.
I got you.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blind playthrough, which was good.
It was good.
Good for what it was good for, a learning experience anyway, and then you can kind of develop it. See, it's like watching a preview of a movie. I just like watching previews because I kind of like to go into stuff blindly, or like, you know what I mean? Just let it be the experience. It's cool to know what you can know beforehand, but if you're going to actually, I feel like, be able to find stuff, because if you read something or see something that someone's already else done, you're probably going to mimic or channel in some type of way what they did. Whereas if you go into it completely unaware of what to do, then you kind of can make it your own. So
Exactly, I agree with that.
yeah, I really like that. Like the same with movies. Like, don't tell me what's happening. Tell me the name of the movie, and like, oh, do you want to watch it? Yeah, okay, let's watch it. You don't tell me about it. Oh, the worst is to tell me about a movie. Do not tell me. Just let me figure it out. As long as it's not scary, because I don't like scary movies. Because no, why? But yeah, other than that, yeah, I don't know.
Talking about that Rapid Revenge, though, are we going to go with the alternate plan that we had, where freaking both of us run it together, since we have to come up with different content for a while, or do you want to stick with just you doing it?
I like the idea of both of us doing it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I always like doing stuff that someone else is involved. Makes it more fun, I think, the experience, rather than just doing it
After we
solo.
were talking about it, I remembered that.
Especially
so.
video games.
Oh yeah, definitely video games.
This-
Any chance I get to play something that's in co-op or a competitive way, it's just the best way to play it, I think. Just having your friends
this is gonna
involved.
be fun too, like, cause like, have you even checked out Dragon's Lair yet?
I have. I've only watched a small amount of it, so I didn't want to like dive too heavily into it.
Well, I mean, before we do this, I mean, have some practice runs, cause like you're not gonna be able to like go through like the first or second or third time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about memorization. You have to remember which part of the controller that you have to push at a certain time, and that's what the basic game is all set up about. Like, it'll tell you to push right, push left, push up, push down.
I think the best time to probably get me on most of these projects would, I want to say like December, early December, because I have just come back from a break where I've been too lazy to do any editing at all. So I'm kind of behind. I've got a number of projects, but
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir on that one.
yeah. But yeah, I think December, I think you and I can maybe start looking into things like that and projects for season 4. But I'm currently working with Dr. G on a Halloween series that's hopefully going to be starting up. The first Monday of October. I'm not sure what date that lands on specifically. The 4th. No, not the 4th.
No, it'll
Second.
be the second. Yeah.
Second, yeah. So yeah, we're working on a Tales from the Script series.
Tales from the what?
You started that one, what was it, last year, didn't you?
It's but Tales from the Script. Now it's going to be called More Tales from the Script, and it's just going to be Dr. G playing a series of games
That's cool.
and reviewing.
Tales
them.
from the Script. That's so neat. You know, Tales of the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt. That guy was the Crypt Creeper is wild.
He's amazing. I've been wanting to get him in an interview for freaking well over a year. I mean, it's
I'm so glad you waited for me. I would have never known. See, that's why he's
just trying to get it
subconsciously
set up and
Yeah.
organized was what the issue was. I mean, it was like most of the time me and Rapid had together was mostly editing and bitching and arguing. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it was frustrating, but you know what? When it got done, I mean, we came out with a kick-ass project. We had no complaints from anybody that watched those videos. They loved it.
Nice.
I seen no criticism whatsoever when they seen those videos.
Once we have enough faith in what it is that we're working on at the time, that's all we need is like a little bit more faith and
Yeah,
it'll-
believe in
it'll work
yourself
out.
so that way. Yeah. Again, choir. Go preacher, go.
It came like at the end when I got to the last gym, I was done, and it freaking took Rapid freaking literally, you know, coaxing me into freaking finishing and going through the what do they call it, the academy.
The Pokemon League. Yeah, you can't finish Pokemon if you don't do the league. You need to do the league.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it took them like I think a week and a half to convince me to finally do it, but I finally went.
It doesn't unsave your progress if you take too long to complete, does it?
Oh,
Or
don't
does
get me
it?
started on that.
Oh, it does.
Okay, that's like top
That
secret
sounds like a
information that nobody's allowed to know.
Classified. Oops.
That's level 7 clearance.
Yeah.
You know.
If we told you anything about that, we'd have to kill you. it's top.
Well,
tier.
I mean, you cannot kill something that's already dead, so please enlighten me. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, kind of. But anyway.
That right there is its own freaking living hell. It was fun and it was challenging, and it changed my whole outlook about the game, like Nostalgia said, or Rapper said, sorry.
Yeah.
But
Still doing it to this day, but that's okay. I can forgive you. Yeah.
it's gonna take me like 4 or 5 years to get that out of my head. I'm gonna keep
And then
on
he'll change it again.
He's been
Yeah,
playing
but-
this nostalgia.
As soon as he starts calling you Rapid, make sure you change it just so that way he can keep him on his toes.
I'll start using the second name. I'll start using Glitch.
But only
Okay,
once
since
he
we're
only
in an
once he
interview,
gets it.
I need to ask you something about that Pokemon game, though. Who
Mhm.
was my rival?
Your rival was an imposter called
Oh, wow.
Rapid G.
He was Rapid G. He was
It was-
an imposter.
He was an imposter, not the real
Ah.
me.
Not the real you, just the imposter you.
Okay.
I like
Which-
the way you say imposter. Can you say imposter again?
Which was horrible.
Imposter,
because, like,
yeah.
It's so cool.
I get through the academy, okay, and I don't want to do the spoiler, but I'll say a little bit on it, okay. But I finished beating Lance, and you wouldn't guess what happens. It's a cliffhanger. I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, come on. It's not storytelling day. Tell us what happened. It's like, come on. Like, I'm over here wiping the table down, like, what happened? Tell me. And then you're just like, it's a cliffhanger. It's like, what, are you kidding?
But yeah, at the end of Pokemon Yellow, I don't know about the other ones. This is the only one I've played so far. But you have to fight your rival, which was Rapid G. So I'm sitting there. I almost got my butt. Well, I got my butt handed to me a couple times, and then I finally beat him. And I don't know how I beat Lance, to be honest with you. It just happened. It was a fluke, in my opinion. And all of a sudden, here comes freaking Rapid G. Oh, you're not done yet. I beat Lance just before you got here. So I had to turn around and fight him. I'm like, are you
There's
freaking
more.
serious?
It was good for
That's so funny.
when you realise that moment was good.
When you realize at that moment, oh shit.
Especially when
We're
you're
not done with
celebrating
you
your
yet.
It's
Yeah, right.
or that word freaking pops into your mouth. It's like, seriously? You know it's bad when all of a sudden out of nowhere you have to say, seriously?
Well, you were talking earlier about glitches and things about the game. There originally was supposed to be yet another boss to fight after the rival, which was the Professor Oak. He would have been, I think his highest Pokemon level was like 73, I think. But they took it out of the game because they deemed him too hard. So
What?
You're lucky.
No.
you're lucky.
That's crazy though. Like, how do you just take him out of the game because he's too hard? Why not redesign? That's
They
crazy.
also
like-
didn't want to vilify him, is what
I think it was because it was such what do you call it? Like, there was a change from, I think your highest level the rival has is a 61, so there was like a drop in what the Professor had, so you never, like, you only just barely beat the rival with the Pokemon that you've trained up, and then along comes this Professor with level 70 Pokemon, and you had no chance.
Well, see,
But
they pulled that crap though in the league, because like I even mentioned it in some of those videos where I'm going through. I've got like a level 40 Pokemon, and I'm taking on level, or even 50, and I'm taking on like
level 70.
level 35 Pokemon, and I'm like, dude, this
Yeah.
is like cutting through butter.
But isn't that better for you? That's better
Well,
for you
yeah,
if
it
they're
is
lower
until you get
level.
to the league. You've gotten lazy by the time you made it
Oh,
to the league.
yeah,
and
you're
like,
not
oh,
trained,
dude, I'm
you're
kicking butt.
Right. It's like being in a room full of smart people. You got to be the dumbest one in there if you actually want to learn something. Yeah, no, that makes sense then.
You basically get ambushed, is what it is. I'll tell you right now. When you play that game and you make it to the league, you'll get ambushed. It's completely.
Oh, you guys make me want to play Pokemon.
Everything changes.
You're going to have a hell of a time with Pokemon Gold, I think. Now that you've learned some stuff, I think take that with you. But also, there's going to be new stuff to learn as well, and be prepared because after the league, there's more.
I learned more in the league too, though, because like I didn't put any value into that surf, and I found out during the leagues when you use surf, that's a deadly freaking weapon. He got out again.
He's gone?
Yeah, for a second. I think his internet's giving him problems.
Oh yeah, he did say he's having a little bit of connection issues lately. This was a good interview. Gosh, you have been all hits, no misses.
It's because I got good friends. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to networking, okay? These aren't just people on the internet that I know and I freaking want views from and shit. Well, I do want views from them.
Yeah, but no, you...
But they're my actual friends, you know what I mean?
I love it. And you engage with them and they engage with you and they're willing to do this. Like, yeah, I love it. Who's next?
He went off and he'll sign back in or he'll come back in the way he did before, I'm guessing. But
who's next for your interview list?
Right now I'm thinking I'm gonna try to get freaking John in here, old John. He said that when his son goes to school for school, we can get him on an interview.
John G?
Old John.
He's
my buddy. Now,
didn't someone do an interview with you? Oh, Rapid's back.
Yeah, Rapid. Rapid was supposed to be my first one, but
Zach was first.
Zach was first, and Zach's fine too because he's got Disney World going on, and that was an interesting thing to go over.
That was a good one.
But this is like the actual first gaming interview I've done.
What about the strikes? Are you familiar or no? Are you familiar with the strikes and stuff like that have been going on within the gaming, or is that not your area of expertise so far? In regards to like AI and stuff like that, people are supposedly kind of, Roger's smart, like he's more aware, and how you guys have taught me first in it. They where they have been, because of AI, they're kind of on strike because they would like to get higher wages and not like their likeliness is to be used for AI and stuff like that, attempting to protect that. Have you heard about this? Or
I have, yeah. I agree. I believe that they deserve to be paid higher for the jobs that they do, and relying on AI to do the work is not the way to go. Sadly, though, I think that the more we advance into the future, everything's going to be pretty much reliant on technology to do the jobs that we as humans are supposed to be doing. I think that's wrong, but
I heard someone say something very... Go ahead. No, I heard someone say something very interesting recently, and the way they worded it was so, I don't know, it just kind of makes you think. And they were like, well, you know how every civilization has its time span, and we would like ours to be as long as possible. And when he said that, it really makes sense if you think about it. So perhaps, you had the cavemen, and then, and I don't really know the order of like humans, but we had humans less civilized, quote unquote, than us, and so introducing AI as a more advanced civilization type of thing, I see us at least attempting to do that. But do you really think that it's possible for them to completely wipe out the human experience?
I mean, recently James Cameron was interviewed, I think, and he said, I tried to warn you all about this in 1984. So,
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
He has.
He saw it coming.
yeah.
He's been a big advocate about speaking out about that stuff. I'm not like 100% behind Cameron. Don't get me wrong, but he
He's
has,
been saying the same thing. Yeah.
you gotta give him credit. I mean, he has been one of those guys, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't he like do Christian based movies and stuff too?
I'm not sure. I think the last thing, don't quote me, but the last thing he might have worked on was the Avatar: Way of the Water. I think was maybe the last thing I watched him.
Yeah, but
He
also
worked
did
on what? What was the name of the movie?
Avatar.
I'm sure it's Avatar.
No,
Way
not
of
you,
the Water.
Roger.
Oh,
The one I was thinking that he did too was War of the Worlds with what's his name? Back in the day, he was a pretty popular actor. I forgot his name though. He was a black hair guy. He my God, I forgot it. But they've got like 3 or 4 different movies of War of the World from the 90s, and he was in one of them.
I think the only War of the Worlds I've only seen parts of is the one with Tom Cruise in it.
Tom Cruise is a good one, but this
Yeah.
is the other guy. He's like a black hair guy, real skinny.
Mm.
And yeah, it was the same kind of format. He had his son and his daughter.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. I should probably look into it though.
Or wait, he had a
There's a
daughter.
lot of movies I need to catch up on.
He may have had a daughter,
Mm.
but so man, are you happy with the stream so far?
Yeah. Other than issues on my side, yeah, I'm actually glad, and it's been nice to finally get this done because I know we've been speaking about it for a while, and to meet Karma as well. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Getting to
very
know you
much.
and-
Likewise.
I'm liking it. Yeah.
Now, me and Zach and Darker Things, we've been kind of talking about maybe getting on and doing something with editing. Now, if you would possibly be interested in that, I'd like to welcome you back if you want to come back and it's just about editing, video editing.
Yeah. That'd be
Is that
great,
a Sunday, or are you gonna do it on Saturday? You're gonna
Well,
do it on tomorrow?
You gotta
Or,
understand.
Like, a Sunday?
Hold on. You gotta understand we're all gamers, okay? We don't do things like regular folks. This is. it took me a year.
I don't know how I'm supposed to take that.
It-
It's like, what do you
Well,
mean?
let me say it like this. It
Better
took
than
a
regular
year-
folks?
It took a year for me and Rapid to just do it, and we've been working close on a lot of things. Okay, I mean,
I get what you're saying,
you
God.
know what I mean, and then
So it's in the works.
it's in the works. And John,
got
I've
it.
known old John on Mines.
Why do you call him Old John? Stop calling him Old John if his name is.
That's his gamer name, Old John.
Oh.
Old John 1.
Thought you were calling him like old. I mean, stop saying that. That's his name.
That's what he goes by.
Okay, yo, that's acceptable. But goodness gracious, I was like, sorry,
Yeah.
John. He just he'll get better. But okay, it's Old John, so I was wrong.
I've known Old John the longest out of all of them. I was doing, I was moderating for him on his Wonderful World of Weirdness before I even started getting into games, and he was the one that got me going down the whole path of strange and unusual stuff. You know what I mean, like paranormal stuff.
Yeah, how do I find him? That sounds cool. Wonderful World of Weirdness. www. That sounds really good.
But I can do that on another one other than the games.
Okay.
He's really self-conscious about, because now he's all gaming, and he's really self-conscious about trying to keep that part of his streaming separate from his gaming one.
Probably a lot of backlash. You know how people don't like for you to talk about stuff that really matters.
Well, I don't know the whole story behind it, and I don't think anybody really is going to. So, I mean,
You
but
just leave it where it's at and respect it where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he had a rough experience with it, and I think that's probably the best way to explain it. But he's had a pretty amazing story too. I'm debating on if I want to do a gaming video with him or just let him do his life story like Pecos did. You know, because John's a pretty interesting guy. I mean, he really is. He was an old rock and roll stoner guy from England.
That one with Pecos was really good.
Yeah. Well, John was an old freaking rock star from England, dude. Freaking he was in a local band, had a freaking, and this was back during the time like Iron Maiden was around and shit. You know. You there?
Nice. Yeah, I'm listening. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. You mean Rapid?
Rapid came in and he came back out. Rapid, you there? See if I can get him on here. I could probably pull him up on Rapid. Yeah, see if I can get Rapid. You there? Yeah.
Oh, he left again. It's probably a signal. It's been a while though, maybe. But I would like to close. I guess you'd like to close with them here, right? I want to just kind of
That would
dip
be
one
nice
out.
if we could
Right.
get that going. You know, kind of.
Yeah. Charge it to the game. You did a great interview. 2 hours. Nice. I love these shows with you. You make it fun.
He's a good person to talk about this stuff too. We've been wanting to do it for a while, and I can probably hook him up real quick. Let me see if he's on.
He's here now.
Are you there?
Yeah, I just got back.
Okay. We've been filling
Filling in the dead air.
filling in the dead space. Wait till you get back here so we can do some cool stuff.
Yeah, I apologise for the constant disruptions. I'm going to get onto my internet provider tomorrow and just tell them straight.
Let them have it.
Yeah, they have the cheek to
I
charge
would like
me
to be
more.
there for that conversation. Yeah, they'll charge you more, but your service will still be mediocre. Like you don't even. Ugh.
He gets
Yeah, tell me.
I'll just threaten to leave, and that way they can take the price back down again. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them. Like, do you know I would never have these problems if I used. I don't know your internet. So who do you have like Spectrum and stuff over there? No.
No, this is Vodafone. I don't know if you guys get Vodafone over there, but it's,
Never heard of it.
yeah,
No.
yeah, you're lucky.
When
That's
I
actually
was
about
talking
Spectrum.
about that editing thing, would you be willing to do it?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to hear everyone else's perspectives.
And it'd be more of a round table settings, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be like you're not on the hot seat, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
And you really
sounds good,
are
yeah.
on the hot seat, but that's basically what it is. Everybody would, basically be talking about editing videos and stuff that we've had to go through and stuff like that,
Yep. Sounds good. Yeah, be down for that.
We could have
Cool.
we could still, on top of that, have people come in who want to ask questions, so that'd make it even more interesting.
That'll be me.
Yeah, I look forward to it. It'd be good.
I think that'd be awesome. But let's see here. Yeah, we're at 158.50, man. If we wait for another minute in 5 seconds, we will officially have 2 hours of streaming, man. So we have done good.
Drop your plugs. So
Now,
for the end of this,
before we go,
Rapids,
though,
drop your
I
plugs.
do want you to drop your plugs. That's a good point. I would have.
Yeah, so everyone,
Tell everybody.
so everyone knows.
Tell everybody your networking, your social media stuff, all that.
How can we stalk you? Yeah, tell us how we can.
Oh, okay. So we are. I don't even have the links.
Just say it off the top of your head. Don't worry about all that.
Your name, yeah, just your ad.
Just say what your gamer name is, what the name of your channel is, stuff like that. Oh no.
He's like, I'm drawing a blank. You're putting me on the spot. That's how I am when everyone tells me to draw my blank. It's like, no, just follow me here.
It just cut him off again. I gotta wait for him.
No, are you serious?
It's getting pretty bad for him.
Yeah, it's probably because it's getting later. Maybe where he's at, a lot of people are using the internet now because it's late at night. You know how most people are on the internet late at night. That would make sense too. I mean, I don't know. I'm not versed. I learned this verse from you guys. Versed, Mark especially. He's like, and I like the way he says it. He's like, I'm not versed in this, and it's just so like it's now part of my vocabulary. Not being versed or being versed.
He's pretty good at a lot of this stuff. Don't be fooled. He's actually pretty good at it. He's doing something right now that most gamers only wish they could do, like with these challenges. Okay,
Right.
Getting people to get into these challenges and being able to get them on video is a miracle on its own. So just trust me, he knows what he's doing. He's got a lot of humility about the stuff that he does. You know what I mean? So
That's what keeps you relevant. That's what keeps people coming back. People don't like cocky people, even though cocky people swear that people love cocky people. People like humble people.
yeah, but he's got a lot of talent. He's been able to really do a good job. For the stuff that he's been doing for 3 years now, it's pretty good. I mean, it really is. It's really good stuff.
Cool. He might not be able to make it by this time.
It says that I can invite friends, but Nostalgia Gaming is not on there for my thing in the thing. I have no clue what the hell is going on there.
Yeah, that's random.
Event series. Oh, no wonder I'm in the wrong one. I've gone to it.
Oh my goodness. Are you in your own Jitsi room?
I'm going to his co-op game ideas lobby 1. I guarantee you, he's just, when he's seen that, he's like, Roger.
I love his accent. It's so cool. Like, I want to hear all you guys playing video games and yelling in your different dialects. Oh man, that'll be. Well, I don't have to yell, but I mean, like, I know people get into a video.
Cool because, like, Dr. G, her and her brother Matt are from are from Kentucky. Then I'm from Illinois, and then you've got Cosmic and him who are from Scotland. And I don't think he has anybody from England on his channel. Now, Old John is from England, and so is Zach, but they're from home away from YouTube on Discord. So.
Wait, I thought he was from New Zealand. Who's from New Zealand?
No, that's Mr. Robot. That's your.
Oh, Mr. Robot's from. Here you go. That I was just wondering. Like,
yeah, he's one from New Zealand now.
That's that accent? I never knew. I thought he was from. His accent sounds English to me. I didn't know. I like people with accents.
It's got like a. It's got like a. Well, it's all English. You know what I mean? But it's got the. He like a. You can even tell the difference between New Zealand's accent and freaking
Mark, I guess so, because like Mark and like Mark and him were on here yesterday, and I guess I can now listen to like the differences a little bit, but not really, because even Mr. Robot sounds a little bit like Rapid, a little bit, not that much. Maybe we intimidated him when we asked him how we could stalk him. That's my fault. Tell him I apologize. I don't stalk people. I was just shifting. I'm not gonna stalk.
It says that he just sent me a message. Says, "Sorry, dude. I don't think my internet is allowing me to get back on."
Okie dokie.
So I said, "All right. Do you want me to end it?" We are at the end. It's up to you. It's up to you. Just give a plug.
You plug them. You know his at. You plug them.
I'll have him type it there.
He's on. He's on Discord.
I've got my top secret. I've got my top secret freaking chat direct messaging with these secret society individuals in the gaming industry. This one's from Scotland. He's from the Scottish Order.
Oh my! Hey, that's a real thing, yo.
I didn't say Masons. I said he's from.
You just said the Scottish Order.
Scottish Order of the video game. Secret. I
didn't say Masons either. I just said that's a real thing. I never said. It's like, don't say Masons. That's so funny. Hey guys are funny.
But yeah.
So it's just us, and we're gonna go.
Want to check him out? He's on Discord. He goes by Rapid Glitch, but his Discord channel is Nostalgia Gaming Retro. Also, you can find him sometimes on Home Away from YouTube on Discord as well. Rapid has a YouTube channel which is called Nostalgia Gaming 2. It's called Nostalgia Gaming Retro, actually. And he also has links to share. I can share those links for Nostalgia Gaming Retro on Facebook. So he's got one for Facebook as well. And let me put that on.
I don't have it. I don't have a Facebook anymore. I don't do Facebook anymore. Wow. You gotta
remember we're dealing with YouTubers. So.
Oh yeah, they're definitely still probably.
Nostalgia Gaming likes welcomes to Nostalgia Gamer Retro. This is the Facebook group page based on our new YouTube channel. So he does have a Facebook page. He's got a YouTube page or a YouTube channel for Nostalgia Gaming Retro, and I know he's on Twitter. I asked him if he's got his Twitter account. Do you have Twitter still? He's on Twitch as well, but I have no clue what Twitch is, so.
I'm surprised as much as you game and stream, you don't know about Twitch. Twitch is the gaming.
Everyone. I know all about Twitch. That's the reason why I don't get on there.
Can relate. Mine might be for a different reason, but and I guess we downloaded Rumble today for the first time. So I'm probably going to start me a little account just so that I can start seeing the stuff on there. Because you put me onto Odyssey, and then it's you and some other person that gamer or something, and they're on Rumble, and they'll usually come in and ask like for people to support, and I'll support, but because I don't have an account, it'll not let me to like it. So now I have I'll start the account. I just downloaded the app probably a couple hours before your show. And so once I get my account, then I'll be able to show more support to the people that do Rumble. And actually, I'm not going to flex. Mr. Robot mentioned it. So I was like, all right, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it. I kind of do a lot of stuff he says to do.
Well, I will check out Rumble and everything. I've already done an account and everything on there. I just have to go in and check it out and see if I like it, basically.
Right.
And that's all it really comes down to for me. It's not it's not that I'm against it, you know what I mean? Because I'm not, but
I just don't know what it is. Like, I just learned about Rumble because of mine. So I never even heard of Rumble before that gamer person said something about it. Then I feel like I said, Mr. Robot, he said something to me about it. And then, like, you guys were talking about it a little bit because I heard him even tell you to get on Rumble to use it. Look, he's back. Hi. You didn't give
Hello.
up on us. That's
there
so
he
nice.
is.
Hey, I thought I would give it one more shot. This could be the last shot, I think.
We'll make it quick. this is hanging
No,
on to this last limb, so it's okay.
I do have your information that you post on your link on the recording and stuff, but it'd be cool
Yeah, he
if we
plugged
could
it.
just have you say your
With your
your
Scottish
plug.
accent.
You want to say your plug? Say it real quick. Go for it.
My club? What do you mean? Like
Your plug, your
Your
plug.
information.
a plug?
Yeah, your
What's
ads
the
and
plug?
stuff like that.
Oh, right. Okay,
Last
so
time I said stuff when you left.
okay. All right. Well, you can find us on Facebook at Nostalgia Gaming Retro, also on Instagram, and on X, I believe it's called now. Twitter, they done away with.
Yeah, Roger keeps saying Twitter. I was gonna correct him, but I was just like, I'm gonna let him go with what he's comfortable with. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah, it seems weird to call it X, but yeah.
Especially when I'm like, I'm on X. Yeah, I'm on X right now. It's just like, whoa, calm down. You're right. It's like, no.
We also have a TikTok as well, but I go by Rapid Glitch on TikTok. That's not a thing. TikTok, yeah.
On TikTok.
Roger does tech.
I'm gonna send
He
you the link
says
to that.
TikTok, not
I thought he said tech talk. Can you say it again? I
TikTok.
thought he
Yeah, I told you.
It's so nice.
I told you.
I was-
She loves them
I'm gonna-
accents.
But even
I'm
you,
glad
I
you
thought you were
approve.
from the South. I thought you were from the South, Roger, because of your accent. And so no, can you have a what? What's your what again? What's it?
Mine?
Yeah. No, his he has a what? You're on what else? Is the other one what is it
TikTok.
called? No, not you.
Oh, she wants you to say it.
Yeah, I want you to tell me what it's called that you're on
I
again.
don't think he's here no more.
Well, at least he said, "Oh, tech talk." It's so cool. Oh man, I would like to have an accent, but I presume if I had an accent, I would not realize I had an accent. So it's better to just listen to people with accents. But
Yeah, he's got Nostalgia Gaming. Check it here on Twitter. I have the link for that now. I can post,
Excellent.
and that's gonna be in the description there. I can take these and I can also put them on the live stream 24/7 on mine.
Mhm.
Then I will put them on my profile too, because I always, well, I haven't been here lately, but I've always been putting stuff on there for Rapid. So you back?
So whenever you share it, and then it'll be under on this video for us to be able to link you or link him, that'll be good. And then link you guys' Discord. Any challenges and stuff that you have, all things associated with this stream should kind of go in your description for this post when you put it. I mean, I was just giving you a suggestion. You know, I cannot. It's your stream. I'm not bossing you.
If you want to, did you get that? Did you get that link? It's the last
No.
one. I put it in
Give
the
the
chat right there on the left hand side.
Oh yeah, but I don't have my. I gotta put it on the thing that I have my Twitter. How am I gonna do this? Because I have Twitter on a different phone now. Yeah, I just don't have Twitter on this phone.
This is really weird.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's coming back. I've got there's another Rapid Glitch in here. Is this the imposter from Pokemon Yellow by chance?
It probably is. It probably is.
Yeah.
He just built.
So he was pretending to be you this whole time, and we've been doing the interview with the wrong Rapid. See, now we got to do it all over. Another 2 hours. Let's go. No, I'm just joking.
He's the reason.
Are you there?
I guess he shut you up. You're not going to tell on him. He says, shh.
Now he's got 2 accounts with RG.
Wait.
I'm just gonna have him just say heck with it. I got it.
He's gonna come back and it's gonna be 5. You should have left it. Then you come back and it'll be 5.
See,
and just every single one will be a
We've
new
got
one.
all his we got all his information on the stream now, and here's what I'll do on the video. So what I can do is I can open up his I'm still trying to get it to where it'll video share the yeah, there we go. Here's Rapid's information, and I can do it on the video share for my thing. And
I just saved it so I can switch my phone. I had to put my Twitter account on this phone. It's not on this phone, but I guess I will because, like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like I'm posting.
The information there. I'll close at that to where we get a better look. It's all there. It'll be on the stream, and that is the information he has there. I don't know how clear it is or anything, but I'll be posting that on my profile as well in live chat. And I have a recorded version of this too that is got a lot better features than just the chat in here too. So
someone's here, but we cannot tell if it's the real one or the
your stuff
imposter.
that you've been posting, and you're good.
I'm
to
just
go. You're good to
I'm
go.
just gonna, before it does it again, I just want to thank both of you for a great interview. Thanks
You did a
for
great job, too.
putting up with me.
You did a great
No,
job.
I think it's me. Thank you guys so much because I know
It's
I'm
been
the
a-
only one who's not.
Don't
It's
let
been a
this-
pleasure.
Don't let this last part discourage you on this, because this is something that always happens with me and you.
And it was
Yeah.
It should have been
awesome the whole
expected.
interview through. It was because I asked about stalking. You got, I know what it is.
No,
I said, so
hey,
how do
look,
we
it's-
stalk you?
Me and Rapid understand this completely. It's always happening with me and him, man. Always.
Yeah, well, specifically with the Zelda randomizer, it's happened
Yeah.
a number of times. But
Oh God, that's
You-
awesome.
You guys did a great interview, and it was very, very fun. Like, it was interesting, so it kept us intrigued. You're gonna get a lot of views for this one, Roger.
Are you still here, Rat?
yeah, I'm still here.
Well,
I have to say, I had a lot of fun. And it's been nice to be able to speak with you as well, Karma. It's been nice to get to know you, and I'm glad that we've bonded over the Ninja Turtles. That's definitely our thing now. We're gonna be playing.
Definitely. And if you play the Ninja Turtles, you're definitely going to let me know because I'm on your Discord, so you have no excuse to not let me know. I'm on your Discord, I follow your YouTube, and when I download X on this phone, because I have X on a different phone, this sounds so crazy, but when I download X on this one, I'll follow you. My page that I'll follow you, because I have a few pages, but it'd be my Madness and Mayhem one after I clean it up, because it's exactly what it sounds like, Madness and Mayhem. So, yeah, but that'll be me, and it's just a smiley face and me talking crazy half the time. But ignore that. Please do not judge me for my Twitter.
Okay, he is done. So
Okie dokie.
I am going to send him a message and say we're going to end it. And tell him thanks.
Yeah, tell him thank you, and thank you as well, Roger, for allowing me to be a part of your stream. It's always a pleasure.
I'm glad that you were here, and I'm glad that both you and Retro were here.
And I didn't drive him too crazy, so you know you can still keep bringing me back for the interviews because I don't run them off too much. I'll still keep coming.
I thank you guys for being here. Let me make sure. I have to get back on there and see if he's trying to sign in still. But I let him know in Nostalgia we're going to end it, and he said enough, and we can go ahead and end it, and I'll end up freaking doing what needs to be done with the edits on this and have a copy of it sent to him, as well as posting it on YouTube and putting it into the 24/7 live stream so that you can watch the final version of this interview. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you have a good evening. As always, be safe. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.